Good morning, people. What's going on? This is Cypher. Happy Friday. We finally here. You already know what the video is. You saw the title. Thugger is free. Young Thug is out of there. He free. Yes, he has probation and all that good stuff, but he is not in custody any longer. So, for those who wondering what happened, Thug pretty much pled guilty on all those charges. He had an apology that sounded like a huge slap on the wrist, like a student explaining what they did to a principal, and the principal being like, "Oh, well, since you said it so nicely, I'm just gonna do this." So what he basically did was he pled guilty, and he got sentenced time served. So for those who don't know what time served is, it's basically when you get sentenced to the time that you been in custody or been during the whole trial. So it's been like 2.5 years since Thug's been locked up in there, and that was his time. So that was his sentencing, which is kind of a rarity, you know what I mean? For it to be such a huge case, this was the longest case when it came to that type of situation in Georgia history, and the fact he got out of that with all those years of probation added is a blessing, right? He can no longer come to Atlanta unless it's like a wedding or a funeral or something like that. Um, but yeah, and he has to talk to kids at seminars and stuff in Atlanta, or I don't know if it's Atlanta. Yeah, I think it's in Atlanta. Well, that was kind of confusing. You barred from Atlanta, but you have to talk to kids in Atlanta. I think that's what they said, unless it's like youth groups or whatever. I don't know. But it might just been in Georgia, period. But I just know that was pretty much his conditions, and if he violates the parole, probation, then he gets 20 years or whatever. It's been like 27, 28 people involved who all had plea deals. Like half of them, sorry, that coffee's fire. Half of them have pending cases already anyway. So it's a rough situation for literally everybody else. But Thug got out scot-free in a way. So he's happy about it. Mariah, the scientist, his girlfriend, she's happy about it. Thug pretty much told the judge, "Thank you for everything that you've done. I'm sorry for all this." He apologized to everybody in court for spending their time, his family for spending their time involved in this. He made little, jokes throughout, saying to keep it lighthearted, to where people are like, "Oh, oh, what a nice guy." You know what I'm saying? One of them situations, he says he understands his influence on people, his power, his level, and he understands that, you can't do certain things. And his whole thing was, when you're too nice, then people feel like they can just start doing stuff. So that's his explanation as far as why people under his label and under his watch and care pretty much are doing things that he doesn't represent. So that was his thing for that. And that was pretty much it. He got released last night on Halloween of all days. And the great thing is he will be, able to see his family for the holidays. He got out at like literally the perfect time, right before the major holidays. So I'm happy for Thug. Everybody involved is happy for Thug. So the question is, what now? Because in this rare situation where pretty much if you get hit with a RICO, you're done. He got out. So we have to look at a few things, right? One, you're on probation and you have to talk to youth about how you shouldn't be in a gang and how you should preserve your life and do things better. Community service, stuff like that. That's one. Two, he looks totally different from what he used to look. You see my previous video, he doesn't look like the same Thug. He looks like a more healthy young man, a mature, healthy young man. He looks like he has a better place around than he did before. Before, it looked like he was just doing whatever with his appearance to where it looked kind of scary. Now he looks like a regular person. So when it comes to everything beforehand, he kind of has to do things differently for all reasons. Not only to represent yourself differently, but to show a better side and to show that you have evolved from this. And he said in the court, "I'm mature, I'm a grown man, Ain't no more of that stuff. So it's like he said, I promise I won't see you again. Hopefully, if I do, it's in a bar or something, you know. So with that being said, it's like he has the perfect opportunity to make things right in the best way. You have been held up and locked up for 2.5 years. You are highly regarded, and heavily respected in hip hop to where when you drop, people are ready to hear and they want you on features. They've been waiting to hear some music from you, some good music, and they've been anticipating you, and they are interested and want to know what you got to talk about. So, and when you're in your early 30s, that's a lot of people's prime. That's when people are really just flourishing and they're really getting their craft down and they're really representing themselves in the best way. So if Thug can like really just do things differently, as far as just dropping different, it ain't necessarily gotta be different music, but different music. You know what I mean? Like this is the perfect time to expand. The good thing about it is he still has his voice. He doesn't sound so different that it's unrecognizable or it doesn't fit. He can still have that trap sound, gutter sound, but you have to change like your MO, you know what I mean? Like you have to like with like Jay-Z, right? And I don't want to really talk about Jay-Z like that, but it is just an example. He was talking about selling drugs and all that early on and what he did and all that back in the day. But then once he got to a certain once he reached a certain plateau, he started talking about like business investments and how to better yourself business wise. He started talking about strategies. He started talking about a lot more mature, older things. And Thug at this point can really like have that OG sound without having actually have been an OG in prison. Like BG came out of prison, so he can have that OG sound like that, to where it's like nostalgia and people. Thug can do the same thing technically, but without him having to have served all that time, and he can still have that same level of respect. So when he drops, it's going to be a big deal. So this is the perfect time to get your music together, to drop, to get people invested, and to see a better Thug, not just the Thug we used to, but a better one, because the Thug we used to was pretty good himself, very talented. He could use his voice as an instrument, which influenced a lot of people. Trust me, I'm a musician myself, an artist, a hip hop artist. I make music, and I have to admit, throughout the years, I've been inspired by his ad libs. He got me doing ad libs, and I didn't used to do ad libs. I used to just be rapping, you know what I'm saying, bar for bar. That was it. But I wasn't like thinking of doing the ad libs like that after, and I until I heard him. It's where I'm like, this is different, you know, but it's fitting, you know what I mean? And it brings more life and atmosphere to the song. So that's what this video is about. It's about what we're gonna do next. Thug, the easiest way to stay out of trouble and to stay out of that is to change your whole gimmick. Like don't be a gimmick, but like change your whole like your approach. Be the matured one that started off being somebody that people thought wouldn't last long, to being somebody that can be the captain of this ship. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's been talking about Drake and Kendrick all year. Be that big three. Be that third one. Be Thug, to where people are like, oh, this is different. Like we heard Trap Thug, we heard Swag Thug. Let's hear a super lyrical Thug. Like, and Thug got bars. He comes through every once in a while with like some stuff. You're like, oh, that was tough. But like, really play that card and just really like rev it up, turn it up a notch. You know what I'm saying? Like, make people see you and be like, oh, like I didn't know you can get down like that lyrically. And it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Show them that side. This is the perfect time. Tekashi 6ix9ine, he messed that up. When he got let go off of that, he could have changed his whole approach. I heard him sing a song in Spanish on that Dummy Boy album, along with the other like gangster stuff. When he had that Spanish song, it sounded like something you'd hear on a Disney movie. It was just a beautiful, elegant, smooth song, and he was singing in Spanish, and it was sounding good. It was just light. It was like, why couldn't he have gone that route? He could have been like a Pitbull or shoot, I don't know, somebody like that, like a Flo Rida. I don't know, like just somebody that's making top 40 hits. He had the voice to do that in the sound, so it's like him dumbing down to the gangster stuff. I just didn't get it. So Thug, this is your chance, bro. This is your opportunity. So for those who got to this video, thank you for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and see more great videos like this. And watch my top 20 Young Thug best song countdown that will be coming soon to celebrate the songs we did hear from Thug before he inevitably changes and makes it for the better. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a great day. Happy Friday. Peace.